Hello, everybody. Happy Wine Wednesday here at Prasino in St. Charles. I'm with my friend Sean O'Brien. Sean, thanks for being here today.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So we are doing our first virtual wine tasting via Facebook Live. Thanks for being here today with us. We are playing with all these fun new little toys in front of us, so it should be an interesting little little video. So today, as I said, first time for doing this. Sean with A Bomberito Wines is the person that sponsored the wines with us for us today. We've got them all here in front of us, as well as the tasting bottles, everything that's going on. So the first thing I want to do, if it's okay with you, Sean, is I want to kind of talk about the package that you guys got from me today. Our recyclable brown to-go packages that we have here at the restaurants, as well as the recycled burlap. Prasino means green, so we're just trying to be as much as we can. You have the 3 bottles of wine in the tasting box right there in front of you. We did the Alice Legator, the Pavette Pinot Noir, and the CMS Hedges, as well as a small tasting sheet that we provided for everyone, and a shameless plug for myself with my business card. That wasn't too much, was it?
No, perfect.
If you, on the sheet, guys, if you'll notice in the middle, there's a lot of information, but you'll notice that you can order these wines from me if you do like them. So all 3 wines are available. I gave my email address as well as my business card. All you have to do is email me your information, what you'd like to order. The prices are on the sheet. We'll go over that in a little bit. But everything is there and available for you if you want to do that. So that's kind of the whole purpose. And know that because you're a part of this tasting, I'm giving you a special price on these bottles of wines. They would be more expensive if you came to the restaurant to taste them. So kind of a nice little thing for you guys to be here with me today. So Sean, what do you got to say for us today? Thanks for being here.
I'm very happy to be here. This is the inaugural first time virtual tasting. I think it's absolutely fabulous, and I look forward to enjoying these wines.
Oh, I see some people are logging in here, so this is fun. Maggie, cheers to you. Kate, thanks for letting me make you a special box of wine. I appreciate your information with us. And Amanda's here as well. So fun, she says. So I appreciate you guys. This is awesome. We're having a good time. So I want to talk about, we talked about the box. The first thing I want to talk about, and Sean, chime in here anytime that you want to, is the little on the right side of the page. This is the basic way to test wines or taste wines, if you will. It's very simple. It's look, smell, taste, and think. That is the basic premise of what any sommelier does when it comes to tasting wines. And the first thing you want to do is look at the wine.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we have actually already poured the first wine in the glass here, and maybe have been enjoying it for a few minutes while we're waiting for the video to start. But the first thing you want to do is, if you haven't already, go ahead and crack open that first bottle of the Pinot Grigio and pour yourself a glass of wine so you can taste. You're welcome, Kate. I see your message. Thank you. Go ahead and pour the Alice Legator, the Pinot Grigio, and get it in your glass, and let's take a look at it. So you have that tasting sheet in front of you. If you want to turn it over and just give yourself a white surface to look at, you can take that wine and just hold it over to kind of look at the wine, get the color. We're not going to talk about this wine right now. We're just going to talk about how to taste it. But if you want to hold it over the sheet, you get an idea of what it looks like. Take it in and remember those colors. Remember what it looks like. We talk about Italian wines all the time and how they have that kind of burnt, rusty color on the edge of the wine, almost orangish, if you will.
Yeah.
And so that's a thing. What's your opinions on looking at the wine, Sean?
Gives you a lot of cues on what exactly you're drinking. Like you referenced the rusty hues on red wines. That can be an indication of acidity in the wine. It can be an indication of age. So you can learn a lot by looking at the wine before you drink it, and it gives you a lot of cues to kind of what to expect.
Absolutely, I would agree with you. The next on the list would be smell. So the first thing, the second thing that you want to do is take that wine and give it a nice little swirl. Let the wine come up out of the glass and attach to the oxygen particles in the room, and give it a good smell. See what it's got going on. So like I said, we are doing the Legator Pinot Grigio to start, but one of my biggest things is, what does that wine remind you of? What does that smell remind you of? I have a fun story for the Pavette Pinot Noir when we get to it, but let it take you back to a memory, to a situation that that meant something to you, and kind of latched itself into your memory banks. And that's how I use my tasting and my smelling, is I try to relate it to memories. Like we talk about, the smell is where it's at.
Yeah, and I mean, I think it really gives you more information. What you're in for. Like this particular wine, I get peach, you get tropical fruit,
melon,
melon.
Yeah.
So right away it just makes your mouth water. I can't wait to taste it.
I'm still going to drink it, so it's okay. The next on the list is taste, of course. Simple taste of wine. You'll see a lot of people when they do tastings, they'll kind of breathe in a little bit to aerate the wine in your mouth a little bit. You'll see, I'll even show you how to do it a little bit, but it helps to kind of oxygenate the wine so that you can get some of the aromas and things like that out of the wine as well. And just, what does it taste like? What do you taste? It's as simple as that. I don't think it gets any more baseline than what do you taste?
Yeah, this is crisp, it's rich, it has a little spiciness to it. I think it's absolutely refreshing, weather's getting a little bit cooler now, but on a warm summer day, I think, this wine's just what the doctor ordered.
I would agree. Amanda said summer wineries before the kids. That's awesome. And the last thing, guys, is think. Just take some time to reflect on the tasting. Don't just drink the wine. Think about what you've done. Think about what you've smelt. Think about what you've tasted. And commit that to, the wine that you're drinking, so that you start to build a mental database about everything that you're doing. For me, that's kind of how I learn. I don't take notes much anymore. I don't know about you,
but I think a lot of people, will think about a particular bottle of wine during a special event. It's Wednesday, so Wednesdays are pretty special. Wine's good, but people go back to anniversaries or birthday parties. That special bottle of wine. And it brings back a lot of good times.
Oh, I agree with you. So, should we get into the wines?
Absolutely.
Take some time here. All right, guys. So again, the first wine is the Atlas Legator Pinot Grigio. On your sheets, I have it as number 1. So you have an Italian Pinot Grigio 2019. There's some basic tasting notes there for you, but I want us as well to formulate your own opinions. This is just to kind of guide you down the line and, start you somewhere. But one of my favorite parts is coming up right here, so we can get into that.
Food is good.
But if we do this like we talked about, so we've got the Legator Pinot Grigio. This is an Italian wine, and if you hold it over your white page, it's got that straw, almost pale hay color that I pick up on.
A little golden shimmer.
Golden, that's a good color, yeah, absolutely. We started with this wine, and this is actually one of my favorite Pinot Grigios. This is why I chose this wine to do this. And then we talk about the smell, right? I mean, you get into the smell. For me, like Sean said, this is a floral wine. I smell almost like standing in a field of flowers type of situation. That's what it reminds me of.
And if you see pictures of where this is from, I mean, it's just breathtaking. I wanted to sell everything I had and move to the winery. It's absolutely beautiful. It's breathtaking, and the wine is just as beautiful.
I would agree with you. I have not had the privilege of being to this winery. I'll put it on my bucket list of things to do. And then, we talk about taste, right?
Yeah.
Drink the wine, taste the wine.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Cheers to everybody. Wine Wednesday. Thanks for being here with us, Sean. Cheers. Appreciate you guys. You had mentioned peach, and I almost get like a honeydew melon kind of situation.
Yeah, absolutely.
For me. A little tart, but maybe like a pre-ripe honeydew melon kind of thing.
Yeah, but the wines like this make food taste really good.
I would agree with you.
Yeah, it makes your mouth water. It makes food taste great. Like the pate. I think that would just
we're going to talk
right
about
next to each other. Yeah, they go hand in hand.
So as Sean mentioned, I try to talk about foods with these wines, obviously because we're here at Prasino, but this is a food wine. This doesn't have to be a standalone wine. This is something that you want to drink when you enjoy food. And we have a dish here on the table with us that I wanted to talk about just real briefly. So we have a new chef here at the restaurant. His name's Joshua Paletti. I've known Mr. Paletti for quite a few years, and not only is he a talented chef, but he's one of the best, forgive me if I'm not saying this right, but charcuterers in St. Louis area. And this is his pate grand mère. This is a feature here tonight at the restaurant, and this, I wish I could send this to all of you because you guys are going to be jealous. This would be, it is a perfect food for this wine. This wine is a pate wine. So we have a Newman Farm pork shoulder and Joyce Farm chicken pate grand mère, dried dates, cracked mustard, pickled gherkins, and a little bit of grilled French bread. Sean, if I do say so myself, I would love for you to take a bite of that. Try to get all the pieces together if you can, and get everything on one bite, and then try the wine. If you weren't at home watching me on Facebook and you were here in the restaurant tonight, you'd be enjoying this here. But these are things that we're doing here at the restaurant, especially since we have the new chef, trying to feature some new stuff, trying to do new things, be creative, break the bar about what people know about St. Charles dining. And this is something that I think is one of those things, so I just wanted to make sure it was on the video. Everything, it smells good.
Yeah, it's going to taste good too.
Karen Mickey Murray says that she really likes this wine. It's crisp and has a great flavor.
Try not to make a mess.
I'm going to let you get into that first, and then I'll come back to it. Guys, like I said before, thank you for being here. This is fun for us. I think we've been probably a little nervous all day, considering we're going to be on a live feed from Facebook. And correct me if I'm wrong, I think we're going to do this on YouTube eventually as well. We're working on setting up our YouTube page so that you can do this as well. And remember, all of these wines can be purchased to go as well. We will do that for anybody, not just you guys on the Facebook page here, but we are really focusing on, obviously what's going on in the world today. But, takeout has become a big thing. So, if anybody wants to pick up these wines at the restaurant or order them from us at the restaurant, that's a thing. So make sure you guys take advantage of that if you want to. How is it?
Delicious.
Yeah. I'm going to try it, but I've had it a few times already, so. So, guys, thanks. I see a couple of comments here. Mary, one of my favorite restaurants. I'll have to try the wine. Well, I'll have to try the wine. We actually offer this wine here by the glass in the restaurant. So even if you don't purchase it online, even if you don't want it to go, you can come to the restaurant and have this by the glass or the bottle. We do that. I chose this wine when I came over to the restaurant because it's, like I said, one of my favorite wines. So I'm going to get a little taste. What's your thoughts on the wine other than what we talked about, sir?
It's one of my favorites. I've always liked it. It's perfect for any first course, salad course, appetizers, like the pate. But, it's great for, just having a conversation with a friend or relaxing, I think it's fabulous.
Absolutely agreed. Oh, that's so good.
Yeah, isn't it?
Just as a little bit of wine pairing for everybody else, when you're thinking about this wine, at the restaurant we have our mussels with the garlic chili butter sauce. That would be amazing with this, and our grilled brick chicken. Just some things to think about even when you're dining at home and you want to pair something like this with food that you're cooking. Pick up a pound of mussels, saute them in white wine, butter, a little chili sauce, whatever you want. This would be fantastic. So just food for thought. $17 a bottle on our cost for you guys watching the Facebook video today. That is a special price for everybody. Maggie is loving the wine. I love that. Cool. Well, I don't want to waste it.
Waste not, want not.
Waste not, want not. All right. Well, we have more wine to drink.
Yep.
More fun things to talk about. If you don't mind doing the honors, sir. We're going to move on to the Pavette Pinot Noir, the next wine on your page and in your box. This wine, Pavette, translates into little peacock. That's after some research I did, I found that out.
Yes.
Comes from California. Multiple different locations in California. Sonoma, Anderson Valley, San Rita Hills, St. Lucia Hills, Carneros. This is a sourced wine from a lot of places. What's your experience with the information on this wine?
I didn't really know what to expect, and then when I had it for the first time, I was blown away. I think it's a new producer to us, and I think it's absolutely remarkable. I think it's a fabulous wine.
I was really impressed with it when you brought it over for the tasting before we got to this point. And I even did a little bit of research on the wine because it was a new wine for me, too. So that was nice. Well, if you guys haven't already, and I don't want to rush you by any means, but if you haven't already, we're going to move on to the second wine. I enjoyed the Pinot Grigio. I am a white wine lover. If you don't know me very well, then you'll know that I prefer white Burgundy. That's my thing. If you see me drinking white wine, I'm probably drinking white Burgundy. But that was really good. Like I said, one of my favorite Pinot Grigios. But this is a surprising Pinot Noir.
Yeah, I mean, I just think it's lush. It's beautiful. It's full-bodied, full flavor. I think it over delivers. I think it's absolutely remarkable.
Maggie says she's a red girl. She's on to the red girl.
Way to go, Maggie.
Thanks, Maggie. Well, cool. Well, I want to go through the process again. I don't want to rush this. I want to continue to eat the pate. I want to taste the wine, but I want to do it. I want to look, smell, taste, and think. So if you guys at home want to do that, again, this page is perfect. I purposely didn't print out anything on the backside for it so that you could take your wine and hold it over that and see what you've got going on. This is almost a Burgundy-esque Pinot Noir color. This is almost reminiscent of French Burgundies and that kind of earthy, rustic red, and it's not so dark like a lot of American Pinot Noirs can be.
Yeah.
I was pretty impressed with that. All right, so take a look, see what you see. I'm just going to drink, just so we're secure on that. But no, the smell. So this wine, guys, one of my favorite, I'm a hot sauce lover. Always have been for many years. And there's a favorite store of mine down here in St. Charles on 2nd Street in Frenchtown. And they just recently moved down there. I don't know if I can actually plug them online, so I'm not going to, but you'll get the idea. But it is a coffee, tea, and hot sauce store. And when you walk in, you immediately get hit with this huge wall of ground coffee and ground tea. And those spices and everything that's kind of in that room of those aromas. This wine gives me that.
Yeah, definitely. I think you get, once you try it, you'll get a little bit of a tea undertones to it. But I think, right off the bat, you get that rich, that savory flavor, that aroma. But on the nose, I think, it's absolutely, earth tones.
I agree.
You get some of those spices that you would, like your, the aromas you would get in the coffee shop, tea shop.
Yeah, absolutely.
That spiciness to it.
I even think I put hibiscus down as one of the flavors that I was picking up on. It's on your sheet too. If you're at home looking at that. This is $13 a bottle. Your cost if you want to order it in the restaurant. Currently, this is only available on the Wine Wednesday menu. That might change eventually. We'll talk about that. But if you want to enjoy this wine right now, it is a Wine Wednesday feature only. So. Think about that on your next thing. I'd love you guys to stay home and watch these videos with us, but I'd also like you to be in the restaurant, drink wine with me. So, for me, we're featuring a salad tonight, and the smell of this wine, heirloom tomato salad, is what we have in the restaurant tonight. Yeah. And I think that this would be great with that salad.
Yeah, absolutely.
I haven't even drank it. But the soup tonight is French onion soup. This would be beautiful with our French onion soup. That's great. Oh, my gosh.
Have you tasted it yet, Maggie? What does it taste like?
So, Rachel, loving the scent notes of the tea. Love that. Would love to hear your guys' thoughts on this wine. Tell me what you're tasting. I'm watching your comments as they come up on Facebook right now. Tell me what you taste. For me, Sean, what do you taste?
Get, brilliant red fruit. You get a little bit of earthiness, a little bit of spice. But it's just rich and lush. I mean, it's just, it just great mouthfeel. I think it's, take one sip, you're ready for the next.
And it's soft. It's not overpowering. It's not, obtrusive in any way. It just kind of, what's the word I use? Elegant, velvety almost, is something that I see. So, so earthy. Love the finishes, Amanda. I love that. Thank you. This is, I have been tasting this wine for the past couple of days, setting up for this tasting with you guys. And this is probably my favorite of the bunch. I am really particular with my Pinot Noirs, and this is a great one.
Yeah, it's just such big flavors. It's I was taken aback at like how wonderful.
I was too.
Yeah.
Maggoty said velvety, with a bunch of fun little starry-eyed smiley faces. I like that. This is fun. I hope you guys are enjoying this. I am too. Sean, I already said thanks for being here, but this is a lot of fun, so I appreciate you guys. I'm going to take some time. I'm actually going to take another bite of the pate if it's all right with you.
Absolutely.
I'm sorry you guys can't enjoy this. Maybe one day we'll graduate to sending food home with you too. This is fun. Rachel, loving the slight tart bite and the cherry at first taste. It's cool. I'm so glad you guys are enjoying this. What else do you know about this wine, Sean? This is a new one for me. So I had to do some research. I had to get online and I had to not only taste the wine, but I had to kind of get into the winery and look around and find out that it was called, Little Peacock. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, and it's just it's a new producer, like I said, and we really expect a lot more from them.
Yeah.
I think it is something wine that I think is going to really catch fire.
I agree. I'm happy to feature this on the menu tonight, and we may do some cool stuff with this one. Yeah. It's really good. Really good. Waste not, want not, right?
Absolutely.
Very good. So next week, guys, we're going to do hopefully we're just going to continue to do these videos every Wednesday for a while. And next week, we're going to feature French wines. We're going to do a little bit more of a focused tasting, and we will do, I think we've decided on a white Burgundy, a French Rosé, and a Grenache blend. So just heads up for the next tasting. There'll be another video to give you some more information after this one, but I think that's what we've decided to do. Same little setup, same packaging, and we'll do some more information for you guys, but we're going to focus on the French side of things next week. And then after that, I think we're going to reconvene, and you and I are going to do another one.
All right.
If that's okay with you.
Maybe do something Italian.
I like Italian.
Yeah.
Sounds good to me.
It's one of my favorite places.
Yeah. Well, I'm not going to rush you. I want you to enjoy that wine. How's everybody doing at home? You guys enjoying yourself? I hope you are. I love the fact that I can see everybody's comments on this. This is actually the first time I've done a Facebook Live video, so I appreciate you guys. So the third wine in the setup is the CMS Red Blend. This is a Cab, Merlot, and Syrah blend. CMS makes a whole lot of wine. They have been around for a long time. Quality stuff across the board, and I was really impressed with this little bottle of wine. So thank you very much. Amanda, I promise you that when we get a little bit better at this and we're not so nervous 10 minutes before we start these videos, that we will do food pairings. That is in the future. We've already talked to chef and owner Tony, and we have talked about doing charcuterie boards or pairing bottles of wine with certain dishes for you guys to take home. We even have special packaging already in the restaurant. We have been so busy with everything we're doing, but I promise you food's coming. I promise you. That is the next step for this. So, and Maggie wants to do Malbecs from Argentina, so we might be able to do that too. I think that's definitely a good option. So the CMS, let's talk about it, Sean. What's your opinion on this wine?
Easy. Just a great glass of wine. I think it's bold, it's elegant, it's got lots of flavors. It's a perfect blend. Like I said, Cab, Merlot, and Syrah. But this is, you get really deep, dark, rich fruits. You get a little cocoa. You get a little spiciness, but this is a perfect wine for pretty much any occasion. But I think, a lot of the foods that you have on your menu, I think this is a natural for a burger, smoked cheeses. It's wonderful.
I would say that I thought about last night, doing some research and trying to pair this wine with some of the foods here at the restaurant, going over the menu. This wine, I had a hard time because not that I couldn't find anything, it's that I could find everything. From burgers to steak to even the tacos and sushi, this is a food wine. This would go with almost anything on the menu. And I think it's just fantastic. So even on my little notes, I wrote down the Prasino burger because it would be great. Of course it would, the tomato jam and all that stuff. But this glass of wine also only available on the Wine Wednesday menu, just so we're clear, or purchased from us, to go, carry out, or here at the restaurant. But this is, this wine, I see Maggie asking the question, this wine is $15 a bottle for you guys at home from the Facebook page for you. If you're here in the restaurant, the price is a little bit different. That's why I'm offering the special price to you guys over online. $15 a bottle for you. So if you like it, 15 times 12 gives you a case. And we can work out just about anything. Sean is my guy for these wines, so all I got to do is ask. For me, let's go back to the look, smell, taste. It's a dark red, rich,
concentrated. I think when I look at these colors, I think of just dark, jammy fruit.
Yeah, sure.
Look at the wine, look at the legs on it. You'll see, like, when you swirl your wine, you'll see how, how it coats the glass.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So we did a little video that we haven't released yet on Facebook or any of the social media platforms yet, but we did a little video about swirling the glass and why we do that. Mm-hmm. So when the legs come up to glass and, as you swirl it, what is that telling us?
It can give you an indication of, alcohol content. It can also, obviously you want to get oxygen contact with the wine itself, so that creates a reaction, which, gives you more flavor, more aromas, more flavors. You heard the term of a wine opening up. It's getting, it's been locked in that bottle for so long. Now it's getting oxygen and it's creating a reaction. So I think, it really starts to get your flavors to start developing.
I agree. We'll release that fun little tasting video after, maybe tomorrow or the next day. Just the guys that are helping me do these videos are great, and they've been giving me some great ideas. So we've got a bunch of fun little stuff for you guys to keep watching and me to look forward to, because I'm having a blast doing it.
Yeah.
So we talked about, for me, I haven't really even tasted the wine yet because we've been talking so much.
You've heard of a term called brambly. You get
brambly.
Some of that nice, jammy, dark fruit. I think it's, really, just it makes you just start thinking a lot of different things. You get that spiciness. I think of, baked spices. If you think of, tobacco, like, have you ever been to a tobacco store?
Yeah, sure.
You get some of that. I think it makes you think of a lot of different things.
One of my good friends burns sage to cleanse her area, and this reminds me kind of that little bit of smoky sage kind of situation. Yeah.
It takes you back.
All right, guys, thanks for sticking with us. Sorry about the little technical difficulty there. I'm going to try to pull you back up so I can see you guys. Don't know what happened, but there we go. Love that. All right, welcome back. If you guys want to throw some comments on the page for me, let me know you're still out there. I would appreciate that. Thanks for sticking with me. Welcome back, Sean.
We're back. All right.
We had to take our 5-minute union mandated break, so we are back now for you to finish up the video. Thanks, guys, for being here. We're still finishing up on the CMS hedges. I don't think I'm sorry, not hedges. I apologize, just the red blend. We're still finishing up on this, and got a few more things to talk about, but there we go. Amanda, good to see you. Thanks, guys. I appreciate you. Like I said, first time doing this, so we're still working out the kinks.
Yeah.
Oh, and my wife's still out there. God love you. Cool. Well, what else do we have on this wine, Sean? I'm sitting here enjoying it. I think we got off on a little tangent while we were waiting for the video to come back up. But
Yeah, I was talking about, like different aromas, that you pick up. And then, for me, being in the line of work that I'm in, I always find myself, I think, aromas and, are the best indication of what the flavors are going to be in the wine. So the next time you're at home and you're in your spice rack, just opening up
Absolutely.
little containers, smelling those, and it gives you kind of a frame of reference, you go into the grocery store and you're in the produce section, smell the peppers. What does it smell like? And then a lot of times it can take you back to wines you've had before, and and the next time you open a glass of wine or a bottle of wine, you pick up, you start identifying those things that you've smelt at your house or in the grocery store, so you start putting things together, and I think it's wonderful.
I agree 100%. One of the things that I started to do, I'll reference one of my, well, I'm not going to tell you the movie because, again, I don't know if I can do that, but one of my favorite movies has a family that makes wine, and he has one of those smell boxes, those shadow boxes with the little violet bottles. And one's filled with orange zest and one's filled with lavender. And that was one of my favorite ways to get into smelling and tasting wines, was doing that.
Yeah.
And like you said, walking through the spice shop, the spice rack in your local grocery store or anything like that, or even, like you said, smelling the peppers, you'd be surprised how many wines have a green pepper, bell pepper type of aroma to them. So, definitely. This is a nice little finish. How you guys feeling out there? Good? Hope everybody's good. I see Kate's still here, Colleen's still here, Amanda's still here. You guys are awesome. I appreciate you. So I think if anybody doesn't have any questions out there, which you're more than welcome to do, like I said, business card, one more shameless plug, in the box with you guys when you took it home today. If you need any of these wines, if you'd like to order any of these wines, all you have to do is email me. Tell me what you're looking for. We'll comment on the prices one more time just in case. And, we'll do payment information, and I can do everything over email with you, have it shipped here directly to the restaurant, and you guys can pick it up as soon as it's ready. Sean's my guy for that, for these wines. Like I said, we will be doing French wines next week on Wednesday at 6 o'clock. And I don't know, I had a good time. How about you?
Yeah, wonderful. And, everybody has their personal sommelier now. So, call him 24 hours a day.
You have, and you even have my cell phone number because it is on the business card. Well, cool. Well, guys, thank you. Come visit us here at Prasino anytime. Remember, it's Wine Wednesday. We do these special little menus with wines on these days. Food is always here. Food features are always here. Chef Tony, owner Tony, here all the time. He's an amazing guy and just has a vision for this restaurant, and it's really a great thing to be a part of. It's great to be able to have my friends over and do this with you guys, so we're really looking forward to. I promise you food is on the way eventually. We will get into that. But just happy Wednesday, guys. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a part of this. Sean, thank you. I appreciate you.
This is always one of my favorite stop of the week, and I'm really enjoying myself today.
Cool. Well, guys, have a great night, and I'm going to browse through the comments. Kate, thank you. I appreciate you. Amanda, thank you. Everybody, thank you guys so much, and have a great evening. Have a great rest of your week. Thank you so much for being a part of the Prasino family and being here to taste these wines with us and watch me eat really good food.
Yeah, a little pate, always good. Yeah.
Cool. Well, you guys have a great night. Cheers. Thank you so much.
Okay. Chin chin.